He's Mr. Right. That's right. Said he's Mr. Good Stuff. Good Stuff. Said he's Mr. Good Stuff. Good Stuff.
Global Radio 99.5 FM.
Global 99.5 FM reminds our listeners that the views and opinions expressed on this show are those of the host and guests and not necessarily the opinions of the owners of Global Communications Network and the operators of this radio station.
It's Love Jones. It's Love Jones. Check us out as we combine our hit music with a love story. Live with Candy. It's Love Jones. Call in and participate at 326-0271 on Global Radio 99.5 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, Refugee Camp presents
for all relationships, for regrets, for disagreements, for breaking up and making up, for all those out there jonesing for love. It's Love Jones right here, right now on Global 99.5.
No, brother.
Well, you can tell it's a Friday in here. Oh, it's already started. Welcome to the very best mix of R&B music, home of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. We're Global 99.5 FM. It's another edition, a Friday edition, a flex edition, a freaky edition. It's a Love Jones edition right here on 99.5 FM. Before I do anything, let me give you the numbers, 326-0272 or 1. You can also text or WhatsApp at 431-8497 or 812-1787. You can email us at verycoolcandy@yahoo or loves@gmail. Good morning to our Facebook watchers.
Sadness.
And those that aren't live, obviously the video will be posted on YouTube, Global 995 FM's page, our website, as well as Love Jones Crew page a little bit later on in the day. Morning, guys. Twix Brothers are in the building. Magic Mike, Brother D. What's happening? What's happening?
What's happening, Slim?
All right, yeah. Man, listen. You're so solid tripping right on that. Sam Slim.
Woosah.
Yeah, it's that.
Woosah.
Okay, yesterday's show was Mandy. Listen.
Why? Hold on. Candy thinks she's looking out. I tell you, Candy thinks she's
Sit up there, ask.
Candy.
Pat couldn't stop laughing. The people on Facebook was like, "Now, hold on. What y'all got sipping in there? I don't see anything, but y'all must be passing it on the table. Y'all having too much fun in there." It had to do with wet sounds and
What? Hold on.
yeah. Let's go.
The question was, when should you start dating somebody? When should they be comfortable enough
Open.
to fart in front of you?
You asking me because I rated.
Not you,
No,
not
no,
for
no,
guys,
we
because
talking about
most
normal
guys
people.
have no issue with it.
Normal people.
Yeah,
We talking about normal
women
people.
just be on a different.
Yeah, we talking about normal
Yeah, because
people.
I remember his answer. I can't say it on air, but definitely, men were saying it's usually not an issue for them, but it was a thing for women. And the guy wrote in and said his girl is just a little. She got comfortable,
Too great.
a little too fast.
Why?
Yeah, and yeah.
So you be okay?
No, he was saying, how does it happen? You know, when you look at a baby and you're like, how did this come from you? So she's dolly up and then it's, why?
You need to see look up. If that was me, I
You modified.
He's to say,
yeah.
We don't kill the guy.
you gonna have to ghetto this bed.
Yeah.
You have to ghetto this room.
Oh, the house.
You have to come out this house
Yeah.
and tell all that
All us have to come out the
is
house.
gone. Yeah, fumigation.
Yeah, all us.
Listen,
All of me.
I know. I think I might say.
Yeah,
probably
different cut. Yeah.
So you go on the first date.
Buddy, listen to me. If the gas bill up, the gas coming out. I can pay the bill.
No. What about her?
I pay the bill, girl. Don't be cute and sweat in front of me.
Really? I don't know.
That's a natural.
Red guy does it, and he's like, so when you can catch up with the link?
Yeah.
I was like, I know.
I guess.
Listen to me. I carried someone out, and they had the diarrhea on our first date.
What? Man, that sounds like a script from Dumb and Dumber. I ain't even
no,
gonna.
and it was cool.
Do
don't
what you
try to
gotta
act, don't get sick for me. Because I ain't get sick for you. If I gotta go, guess what?
Better out than in, they say.
Yeah, thank you very much. In the words of our lawyers, my learned friend. Yes.
So look here. Today is a day. We've been trying to keep it a little lighter this week. I mean, we've had
Wait,
a
let's
couple of really heavy shows.
Why Mike just find these things from?
I
This like a toy for
you've not
adults.
put it,
I
you
was trying
haven't
not
put
to-
it down yet.
I was trying not to say nothing right.
It's too late. Let me show them.
Not off the chain.
I telling you. And it's you
Spinner. Oh, good.
yeah. It's become like a part of your existence.
Man, listen. All right. So today's the day that we try to answer questions and assist people with issues that they are having on a sexual basis in and out the bedroom, those kinds of things. Yeah, I know you wasn't. That's why I hurry up. Say that. Yeah. So look here. A guy says, right? He said, "What's up, Love Jones crew? Absolutely love the show. Been hooked on it ever since I started listening. Never have people been so frank and honest about issues within their relationships. I appreciate you guys." He says, "I'm going to get right into it." He says, "I've been seeing this lady for about 8 months now. Things have been going really good. I've not introduced her, though, to any of my family or friends just yet." He says, "I work really long hours, so we go to late dinners, movies, we hang out at each other's places. And I'd like to think that's the size of it." He says, "But at the end of the day, I know that it's more than that. What it really is she's, and these are not my words, this is his words, she's, you ugly, yeah, you ugly.
Tell him.
Is she ugly?
That's
Yes,
what he
she's
said.
unattractive.
Yeah, so
Not
he
even a
said
bit.
she's so beautiful in many other ways, in every other way. He said, and the sex is really good.
Of course it is.
He
But you know,
said,
that's
but
fine, man.
I can't really look at her for too long. He says, "I know it sounds really bad to say,
No,
but
don't.
I feel like I could be really honest with you guys."
No, don't.
Yeah, go ahead and you're letting it all hang out. Don't stop now.
No.
He says, she has what people have deemed as, she's cockeyed, and she is really, really dark skinned. And these are attributes that I've never categorized as beautiful. He says, "I wanted to put it to the test. So I was scrolling on her Instagram and I let my boys look at it and they started clowning." He said, "I felt like I wanted to dig a hole and jump in it." He said, "I tried to stand up for her, but honestly, I was ashamed. I thought that I was so much more mature than this. I don't know where my character has gone wrong, but obviously it has. I'm having so many issues reckoning fact from fiction as to how I really feel about this lady. What do I do?" She asked me the other day if I'm ashamed to be out with her, and she started to cry. I felt so bad and I felt hurt to see her cry, but I still find myself the next day distancing myself from her when we went to the food store and in the mall.
I was gonna say something, but it would have been off.
Please.
But it would have been completely not.
He is lucky, as I've been looking for a cross-eye empress for my whole life. Our whole life.
Did he come with these things, though?
I've been-
Yes, it was wet.
No, he was. He is lucky. He is very lucky. That is so rare. That is a rare gem. So,
It's a gimmick.
brother,
This makes dead serious.
brother, from me, it is lucky you found a rare gem. Don't see it.
You're gonna do it again to me today.
Don't see it as
Don't
something
see it
rare.
as really.
You feel for her. She is rare. She is special. And you lucky, bro. You lucky.
My boy is an advocate. I gotta give my
For
boy
the downtrodden
Do it.
and the
Do it.
underappreciated.
Dude, yesterday was wet. Fart. Today is.
Now it's the cross-eyed empress, the cockeyed empress.
Oh God.
Okay.
Okay.
So
My thing is, he's more concerned about the image of how people are gonna look at him.
it isn't just that. He said, honestly, I really thought that I was more mature than this. He said, that's why I started dating her, because he said, to be honest, I didn't include everything, but he said, to be honest, he's dated beautiful women. And he said they're shallow, or not all of them, but quite a few that he's dated, or they're not focused. You know what I mean? They're still dabbling here, there, and everywhere, or, you know, primarily they don't spend, it's not about spending time. It's how I look when we go out. I want us to look a certain way. He said with this female, she takes care of herself and everything, but there's conversation, there's depth in their conversation. They enjoy a lot of the same things.
Then he just needs
He
to
said,
grow
but
up.
to be honest, he's not.
I mean, okay, if you're used to, but if you're used to a certain, no, I mean, Candy, sorry for cutting off. If you're used to a certain type of woman, then that's what you're used to. That's what people are used to seeing you with. That's what your image usually entails. If you decide to change that, then the change is for your own personal benefit. If you see it as a benefit. So if you see it as a benefit, then yeah, it's gonna be tough having the ridicule and having the, you know, your boys poke fun at you because, oh man, you used to dating. I used to seeing you with these type of gals and this and that and the next thing, and then they can clown on your girl.
Right.
Okay, fine, that's life. It happens. But you didn't use the finest thing in
No,
bread
but
basket?
but see, if it were just that, and he just and the part of the story was just that it was an issue of his boys clowning. He said that was a part of it. I think he came to that place where, you know, when you're dating a woman and you're like, and so you go on the pics or whatever, and you let your boys take the preview just to see, kind of put your foot in the water to see what's good. Because I did it. I remember with starting a date, I was like, so look here, this person trying to talk to me today, just to get, like, you know, I think everybody does it, no matter how old you are. I think you get even, I mean, now the difference is whether you care or if it matters, whether it'll be a definitive as to whether you date or don't date. But I think everybody is interested to know how people they care about. What you think?
I mean,
Or when you introduce for the first time after you've
really
met
need
the
to-
person, it's like, so what do you think about dude? What do you think about her? I mean, do you like her? Even if
to
it's
go to
just not face, do you think
I
we
need to go to
meld well
doctor.
together? What? Yeah, you.
how long they been dating?
He said he'd been checking her for 8 months, but
So they go out?
In the night.
You hear what I say? He said he works long hours. Y'all
That's what
really?
he say.
I trying to stay.
No, but I'm
snowflakes
saying-
here. No, he
but-
says, and in his mind, at first he justified it as it's because of the hours. He said, but when he sat and he thought about it, he said, to be honest, it ain't just that. He goes to late movies, he goes to late dinners because he don't really want
then he
to
just sees
be
himself-
out and about. And
he
then when
just
they
sees
out to
himself
the food
in
store,
the food
whatever,
store in the mall.
he always in the other aisle and not, you know,
With her.
necessarily with her or whatever. And he says he became conscious of it, and it's like, wow, this doesn't feel good. But he loves spending time with her, and he enjoys her company and stuff like that. But he's not. He said when he looks at her, it's just it just
That's
ain't
because for
clicking.
him it's not I mean, like I said, your attraction is your attraction, but he is not much, like he says, he thought he's more mature than he is.
Yeah.
He's not just reached the point of maturity where he just does not care, because at the end of the day, looks are eventually going to fade. No matter how beautiful the woman is,
Right.
eventually that's gonna grow old, quote unquote.
But that doesn't.
No, it doesn't. But at the end of the day, the person who is inside, like he said, she's a beautiful person. Yeah, that's fine. I've dated a few of those myself.
Really?
Yes. And I don't care. I
But
don't,
see,
I-
with it
I
like
don't-
this is interesting. It's like double the D pleasure.
My God,
See
speak
that?
on it. I don't like. I don't care. I've dated pretty, ugly, fat, slim, tall, short, all.
It doesn't matter.
Black, white, beige.
Like I said,
red,
for
green,
me, it
orange.
would be,
don't-
I think the response would be easier if it were just about public opinion. Of course, obviously,
That's all
that,
it boils down
that has
to.
a part to it. But he's also saying when looking, it hurts him to see her cry, but nonetheless, he can't, he doesn't find himself looking in her eyes and feeling that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
attraction to her.
Then he needs to leave her alone. If he's not to the point where
It's not fair to her.
yeah, if he's not to the point where he is,
But he feels good, right?
no, he
Makes
doesn't.
him feel good, right?
No,
But
no.
he says she has depth of conversation.
Okay.
She
But
is
if
a
no,
really
but if
great
she,
person.
if you cannot look at this woman and still admire her, still look in her face and have a conversation and be attracted to what you see physically, not just body wise.
But I thought that's what we're trying. We're trying to get past the point where we just see and
No,
are
I'm
attracted
saying-
to the outer or the external.
But he's attracted to the internal, but he's still not self past the external.
As a man, do you think time will make an allowance
After
for that?
8 months, if he ain't reached there
But
yet,
he's been with her for the 8 months. So
he's been choosing
No,
her for
I mean,
8 months.
No.
Yeah, he's been 8 months, but he has to jump he has to jump in the water.
He's
He has
been
to,
sleeping with her for 8 months. He ain't been
Right.
with her.
He has to jump in. I mean, jokes from your friends only last for so
Right.
long.
Right.
Jokes or
Or glasses from
or
people.
glances from people.
It's
So
gonna last a long.
like
How many times?
you have to take it to the Red Cross fair, and you know.
Well, you pull out the big
No,
one.
but he
So
said
he has to do it. He has to jump in the water.
Next they go to the airport.
You know what I'm
wholesale.
saying? Wholesale.
But what he said is true. You can't.
That's why I asked, how does he feel when he's with her?
He says he feels good and all this stuff, but he
Okay,
lying.
so
What do you mean?
why
Because
is he
if-
lying?
Because at the end of the day, if you cared that much about her, if you
It ain't about
listen-
that. It's all about public opinion. That's what
that's
he's
what I'm
concerned about.
saying. That's all it's about.
But what I'm saying is even when you're out and about and you do these things when you date and you go everywhere with the person and you've never thought of the attractiveness thereof, after 8 months, a lot of people are at a place where they are still trying to determine whether it's fact or fiction.
But they go
They're
with the
still
person-
trying to determine if the feelings are real. They're still trying to determine if it's just sexual attraction,
But they
if
go-
it's lust,
but-
if it's
but-
infatuation, or it's deeper.
But they go with the person they don't.
Yeah, but it's people at the movies at night.
Yeah, but I got still.
Yeah,
I can
and
still
no,
tell you. I can
ain't
still.
nobody looking at you at night because
No,
everybody.
that's true. They looking. But
No, man.
they looking. Don't get it twisted.
Baby's
What I could-
always looking.
But what I could do is this.
If staring and being in people's business was an Olympic sport,
We'd
we
win
would
all the
be
time.
forerunners.
All the
Platinum, all the time.
Yeah, we our national
What?
all the time.
But the thing is,
Gold Sylvan.
at the movies,
Bro.
he could give her the money and say, "Look, you go order the food and go to the bathroom." Movies.
Yeah, but obviously it's to a point where
Saying fine in the movie.
but obviously
Let them down.
she noticed because she asked him, "Are you ashamed to be with me?"
Right. That's what I'm
But
saying.
why
So-
would even from if I find that to be with a guy, I ain't gonna ask him if you shame because in my mind I'm good with me. But so obviously she feels a certain kind of way about herself
No,
as
she-
well.
You know what I'm interested to find out.
You know, ain't
her
stupid.
flaws.
What I'm interested to find out. Did he
speak.
mention how they met? Because there
No.
obviously wasn't like a physical attraction when they first met.
It might have been to her body, or maybe
That's
the
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
conversations
thinking.
clicked, and it could have led into that.
No.
A lot
I
of
think it's
times
the body
it
because
does
here you
happen
are about
that
the
way.
sex is great. Yeah, that's what it was.
Or
Most of the time-
sometimes
but
it's
you-
even someone
Hold on.
where you told with
You
y'all
gotta-
click that way.
you
Brother,
gotta-
listen to me.
you gotta
I have this
or
woman.
somebody for the.
I have this woman that's catch my bus. When they say she is the
Wait,
mascot for the Troll Society, yes, but her body on point, like right, like RIT.
No, I get it.
Mike's face is. Where's your camera when you need it? Like was like, did you just say that? Did you
Yes,
just say that?
but
Oh,
and her body on. Yes.
okay. So
So I think for him, it's about.
I mean, you can't tell him what to do, but
No,
I mean,
it's tough to say what to do.
number one, let
No,
me
it's
just
not.
say,
if
okay,
he's not going to treat her the same way he treated all of the other women that he dated before, carry that.
Then don't.
Then don't. You right now, he just using her for sex. That's good, boss. So
Stop that.
I can have conversation. I can have a good conversation with anybody.
He is obviously cares about her.
No,
he said he was upset to know that she was hurt, and he has
Yeah.
been trying.
to do what?
He's been trying, but it just isn't there. Well, if it isn't there, then why are you still there?
What he's trying to do? Catch
I
another
mean,
one?
why are you still there? At the end of the day, it's not about who sees you, who doesn't see you. Okay, fine, but you have to say that you can't look for long, or when you're in the mall or in the food store, you distance yourself.
Let me
then
ask him this.
That I mean, seriously, if the shoe were on the other foot, how would you feel about something like that?
No, let's take it a step. Let's say that this was his daughter. Okay, let's say he had a daughter that had the same features that this woman has. Would he be ashamed to carry his daughter out in public? Would he be ashamed to kiss her in public? Would he be ashamed to hold her in public because she doesn't look like the norm?
Yeah, well, I think that's a little bit different.
No, it's a lot different.
Yeah,
but
with
it's the same
parental
concept.
love,
It's-
it's very different.
I know. Hold on. I know some people that are that shallow.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
and that says a lot. This obviously this guy's not shallow because
Yes, he is.
no, he isn't. How you could say he's shallow?
He said it. He said it. But
No,
when
he said he.
no, when he
but
said,
at least he's owning, he's recognizing certain things,
I give him that. But
and
I'm
he's
saying,
owning those
when
things
he
and
said
trying
that-
to do better.
when he said that he has dated more beautiful
What
women.
would you do in that
Listen-
situation?
listen to what I'm saying.
Sorry.
when he said he's dated more beautiful women, he's only talking about physical, because he said that the other women that he dated.
No, he didn't say that. He
No, I'm
said
saying-
he said the things that he had usually seen as beautiful, he hasn't found them in her, but he sees her more beautiful in so many other
That's
ways.
what I'm saying.
That's what he
So-
said.
So the beauty that he sees in her is the beauty that actually will last and will mean something.
I agree, but
So how
here's
could
the
you still
thing.
call him shallow?
Because
Here's the thing. Hold on a
she is
second, D.
not physically what he normally sees.
Yeah, but a lot of people say that they are with people and they say, boy, you really
ain't what I
mean,
normally, but
I
they still,
would-
but they still represent the person.
thing. I get what you're saying, and obviously there are some characteristics here that are problematic. But let's look at it like this. Number one, it was no need to write in. He could still continue to sleep with her at night,
And that's
do what he does,
correct.
take out and whatever, and she's going along with, even though she's already suspected that there's an issue. Hence the question: are you ashamed of being out with me? And on the page, let me see what my boy is saying. But at the same token, the fact that you even care what their opinion is as to what she looks like is still an issue as well.
Correct.
Until all of that goes away, and at the end of the day, it's all about
You and
what
her.
you want, what you get from her, and is that sufficient? Then it'll always be an issue. If you look at the characteristics that she has as things that are lacking, that's always going to be an issue. I'm accustomed to dating. My boys are accustomed to me
seeing
being
me with.
then it's always going to be an issue.
Right.
So either you want to be with someone that has substance and that may be quote unquote, and I don't like that word lacking, but in his mind,
Right,
that's
in
what
his
it is. That's lacking certain attributes that deem you beautiful. Then have a relationship that you're going to get from this lady right
Let me
here.
explain why I said what I said to Mike about him being shallow. I've dated women who were overweight, who were cockeyed, who were everything. And I had my boys rag on me, yeah, but yeah, I'm like, okay, you finished? Because that she still is a better woman than most of the women you dated. And I tell you just like that. I say some of the other women that she still is. I say, yeah, she may not be what is typically seen as nice figure or pretty girl, but that don't mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, who she is sustains itself.
So why did you stay with the person?
Because
Better yet, why didn't you?
why didn't I? Eventually we grew apart. That's basically all it was. But my thing is, I could have cared less, and I think that's what Candy said to him earlier. I could have cared less with my friends. Say, yeah, let them ride. Okay, talk about me, fine, laugh. We can laugh a bit together. I can make jokes with her too. But that's still my woman.
You can make jokes with her too.
If my boyfriend say she whatever, if my boyfriend say, oh, she cockeyed, I'm like, yeah, she cockeyed. So like Candy say, when she look at
No, I know where that joke's going, and we're gonna stop that right here. We're gonna stop that right there, sir.
Anyway, listen. you gotta.
No, I know his mind.
Yeah, it's a good thing you do that.
I had to because it would have just run right off into the ditch.
Listen to me. My man is about to get off. Candy's like,
Bam! Brakes on the skyline today, sir.
You know
No,
the beast, boy. You know the beast.
if I know, I live with that. No, sir. No, sir.
Shut up and yo.
No. I've been getting another beast for a little while now, and I know another beast just like it. We're not doing that today, sir. Mm-mm. No.
it's Friday.
No, sir.
It's Friday.
That one we're gonna put over there, and we're gonna leave that there. We can crack that off there.
Anyway,
Like
I want to welcome a new listener. We got a new listener from Montego Bay, Latoya.
What?
Hey, Latoya.
I
Good
got
morning.
the Jamaican accent. Like
Morning, Tayo. What you say, girl? What happened down there in Montego Bay? What happened, so?
Hello. What's your name?
Latoya.
Latoya.
Good morning, Miss Latoya. How
I'm
are
not
you?
trying to put on the Barry White. Anyway, go.
Hope you're enjoying the show. Candy's so late.
All right, we got one or two others to get to. So what it really boils down to is this. I mean, I can't kill you. None of us can for what
No.
you like. What you're attracted to is what it is. You got to do whatever you got to do. But if you base it on the opinion of others, addictive. If you base it on what your friends, your boys, your family, whatever says, and then it's already a loss. Now, if you feel as if, because like I said, we all question who we're with, what the attractiveness is, perhaps at 8 months, that may be the case. But if you are really going into depth as to these particular features that bother you, that disturb you, then you're not really being fair, not just to her, but to yourself. Let her be with someone that's going to have no problem with taking her out and that's going to enjoy her deep conversation, outdoors as well as indoors, with or without the sex. I mean, it just comes down to that. I appreciate the honesty. A lot of people are not gonna say, hey, this is what it is, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm feeling, but just don't do it. You know, if other things that she's provided to you and she's made you happy in other ways, if that's not sufficient to sustain you, then obviously this is not the relationship for you.
Nope.
And this is not the woman for you. You thought you were more mature, but obviously you still have some growing to do. You can grow and continue to evolve for a lifetime, and that may not change what you're attracted to or not attracted to. It just is what it is. This is Love Jones on Global 99.5, 431-8497, 8-12-1787. I promise you I'll get to some of those WhatsApps. Candy and the guys, good morning to you. Happy Freaky Friday. It is so hard to find a man where the sex is good and the other qualities match.
What?
Most of my partners that have made my eyes roll back are not compatible on the outside of that. I've tried so many different arenas and tried to give options to all types of different men so that I can make certain that I am giving everybody a fair shake. I'm wondering at this point if I should just settle for an okay sex life and get a mate otherwise.
My quick comment is probably because nice guys didn't get that much of the play. So let's practice.
That gets no vote, sir. No, I ain't trying to hear that. Nice guy. No. You don't get that one. Oh, heck no. Oh, hell no.
Because
You
if the nice guys wasn't appreciated till later.
You have no...
You
Zero.
know, the
Big goose egg on that one. I just ready to shut down today. Y'all have amped it a different nice guys. He had to practice. Mike, what is this? What is he talking about today?
nice guys isn't getting the love.
That's
He isn't getting
ridiculousness.
as much love.
She didn't say that they weren't nice. She just said, I know where he coming from, and I refuse to allow that ship to sail in the other day.
Ship.
Ship. SHIP. P as in pottery, as in Potter's house.
She give me a headache. we got to call
We
her.
got a caller. Oh my goodness. It's Free Friday on Love Jones. We're talking about issues pertaining to sensuality, sexuality, in and out of relationships. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, let me put down this burrito and pull it aside for me. What the fella name?
What? You put your burrito down?
Yeah, I got to put my burrito down, you see? Because what that was just now, I think, what happened to good guys? I ain't a good guy.
Okay. No. The solid was trying that, but the good guy.
All right.
Her thing is, she says it seems to be an issue finding a guy that has the equivalent qualities of what happened within the bedroom. She said all of the ones that have made her toes crack, roll back, and all that stuff that give her the smiles when she thinks of them, they wasn't working outside of the bedroom. The compatibility level was nil to none.
Right.
And so when she does find a great guy and he has all of these things that compose a good mate, so not so much in the bedroom. So she's saying at this point,
I said, Pop. That's what I know.
Hold on. See, that's what.
what number you know, bud? So she's saying, in y'all opinion, is it better at this point? She said, because at the end of the day, good sex is great. She said, but she wants that compatibility in the companionship. She should just settle for an okay sex life.
She listening?
I don't know. They always.
You know what the problem is?
What is
a lot of these dudes who are told that they the bomb in bed and stuff like that, they feel that, all right, you know what? Yeah, it's the bomb in bed, so I can share the wealth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't. But then again, everybody is different. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is, I consider myself a good guy, right?
Right.
And based
Would
on
you consider yourself a good lover? Would you consider? Would you also consider yourself a good lover?
Man, look here. Shoot. Hey, look here. With no fisherman is going to fish stink,
I just putting it out there since that's what the topic matter is.
But in any event, from conversations that I've had with previous previous mates or whatever you want to call them, girlfriends.
Right.
You know, they have voiced their opinion, saying that in that area I'm also good there as well. So, but then the thing about it is like everybody is different when it comes to that, you know, because what might please her when that fella goes to another relationship or to another woman, he might have to do a whole lot of different things in order to please that other female.
You know,
you see what I'm saying?
But you know,
but now you don't. But you're talking about compatibility and stuff like that. So it's like, all right, well, if that's the case, you gotta find somebody who's compatible first when it comes to conversation and things and
okay, so then the question is, I'll ask you the question as a man. Is it more important for the compatibility outside of the bedroom? Is that more important to supersede what happens in the bedroom? If you can find a woman that everything clicks intellectually, conversation, she treats you well, she respects you, she's a woman to your children, all of these things, and just okay in the bedroom.
But then
can that work for you as a sustainable future?
No,
but see, the thing is, sex is something that you experiment with. It's something that you
that's what she's saying. She's saying that the woman sexually y'all are not compatible. Y'all get along. It's
okay, but it's nothing to write home to. Not that you'd want to write home.
Yeah, well, what the hell? What you writing home for? If you want to make it good, make it good. Stop complaining.
You trying to be all nice? No, it's not gonna work.
I'm not saying would it work. I'm saying which is the more superlative. Would you be okay with an okay sex life, but the rest of the life that you share together is stellar, it's fantastic, or would you rather a great sex life and the rest of the life is so-so?
Candy, you can expand. You can expand on your sex life.
We're not disagreeing with you, Pat. That's agreed. But let's just go from the premise that you've tried everything, you've experimented, but it's still just okay. Let's go off of that premise. Then what is it?
Just okay.
It's just okay, but every other aspect of your life together shared is stellar. It's fantastic, but it's just okay, and it's not going to get better than just okay.
Right.
Is that fine? Or do you leave that relationship to find sex that is better, hoping to find the equal compatibility?
If it's okay and you getting your good feeling and stuff at the end of the day, I mean, why mess that up when you go out there and you find somebody who's giving you the bomb sex, but they ain't got nothing between their ears?
That's what I asked on Facebook. Okay, so one of our chatters says, yeah, tell Durbin I share the same thing. It's like the combo of a fantastic lover and a man outside the bedroom doesn't necessarily go together. Nowadays, you have to choose one or the other. A lot of women are saying that.
Yeah, but I mean, how often do you have sex? Every like 8 hours
I don't care if you have sex.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't care if you have sex once a year. I mean, the whole point of it, I mean, it needs to be.
Yeah,
it has to be. It has to be a connection.
Right? But hold on, listen to me. It's obvious this woman, she says the ones that she don't think are, I guess, the perfect guys outside of the bedroom. You know, I'm thinking maybe because she sees the perfect gentleman in that light, maybe she's experiencing great sex.
No, but
because how it's affecting her.
Her thing is she isn't necessarily looking for the perfect guy. She's just saying compatibility wise,
okay,
they don't click outside the bedroom. And
so then the question.
The choice is the choice.
The question needs to be asked: is she having this conversation with these fellas?
Yes.
This fella.
She said that she's had the conversations with several of, and you know, she'll give kudos when the bedroom life is good.
Well, I'm gonna do what she been with though.
Four.
I think that.
No.
I just think that the good guy should switch personalities when he get in the bed and act a fool.
I don't. Y'all hung up on this good guy thing. This ain't Chucky from Good Guy Company. We ain't talking about that. You could be a good guy and still stink in the bedroom. Hello, I mean, or you could be that rapscallion and still stink in the bedroom. It don't matter.
Here's the ideal solution. She get the four of them fellas together and they have one big polygamous relationship.
Please go and eat your burrito. Good day, sir. I said good day. This is Love Jones, and we're trying to tackle some issues
I
as
just
it
think the
pertains
good
to
guys
sexuality.
they don't like she might have the good guys or whatever where she like compatibility, who nice to her and treat her right, and then like they just don't like choking and stuff. And
She might be different. She might be different. I know you know that, but she might be different. She might be different in the bedroom.
Yeah,
Because how she see these
Mike,
guys.
The thing is, y'all trying to
D,
to
what
split
I'm
hairs.
saying
All she
is,
simply said
it's a
is-
simple question.
Right. All she simply
Will
said
you
is,
choose a good sex
it.
life
over
over a life that is great and grand outside of the bedroom, or do you choose an okay sex life and a life that works otherwise? That's the simplest. Y'all going into choking
right.
and all these things. It's not about fantasies. It's not about good guy. It's not about great girl. It's a simple
A or B.
question.
I mean,
my question.
Which supersedes it?
Latoya
Choose the good guy.
says good guys usually lock in the bedroom.
Ooh.
And she's from Jamaica, so that means it's worldwide a consensus. But
Guess what?
my thing is,
I'm not a good guy.
All of a sudden you.
I'm not a good guy no more.
no, hold on. Hear what she say. Usually, there's the
Okay,
exception to the rule.
deception. Okay, I
Yeah.
get you. I get
But
you.
my thing
Oh,
is,
I should read that
personally,
part. Yeah.
if I have a woman that who are me meld in every aspect, but the
Right.
sex is okay,
It's just okay.
and then I have a woman who
Blow,
ain't making no
bells and
sense,
whistles.
but sex is good.
Yeah.
Reality is the one who makes sense, but the
Yeah.
sex is okay.
Mhm.
I'll probably build my life with her.
Stop right there before you finish. That's okay to say, and I think most of us that's the logistical answer, right? But then you have to ask yourself, and
You're
you know where
tired.
I'm going with it.
No,
when you're
not even
just
finished.
settling for the okay.
You're not even
No, I'm just saying. I know where you. I just want to put the question
Mm-hmm.
out there. Most of us would say that because it makes sense, right? Because you can't. Most of the time, you're going to spend in your bedroom or the kitchen or the floor or wherever it is you do what you do, but a lot more of your time is going to be spent living real life rather than necessarily delving into sex. And so most of us will say, okay, we're going to go with the person that makes sense and focus otherwise. But then you have to ask yourself, is that going to be creating issues later on because you still crave what it is that you need to completely please you as to what the bedroom is concerned with?
This is what I was going to say. I would, because I'm looking at the same thing. The person with the sex is exceptional.
Yeah.
When we get outside the bedroom, you're gonna make my life miserable, and I'm on the run.
And you spend more time outside of the bedroom.
Right.
my
And
thing
so
was
I'm
that. Sorry.
I'm gonna do everything in my power and I can pray to God that He keeps me faithful.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a possibility that I may end up. Yeah.
But the thing
You
is,
see,
so,
I mean, that's how
It's
it is
real
nowadays.
life.
That's
but
what
the thing
happens.
is, you could learn tricks, but you can't learn a new personality.
Agreed, but why people? Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Seeing that we done open up the tackle box,
I mean, okay. Oh no,
why
no, no,
people
no, no,
always
no,
think
no,
not
no,
just you, but
no.
people always think it's tricks.
No, not
Some-
tricks. No, I'm
listen.
just saying, but you can improve on.
That's what he mean.
You can improve
I
on
know
a
it's
skill base on a skill basis, but you can't really change who you are as a person. Now with her, the ladies, how she know she wasn't reciprocating a like good energy? Like, okay, when I think about it, right? Like dudes who really like they ain't really the perfect dude, or like they don't meld outside the bedroom.
Right.
They don't really care about your feelings. So it's like when they get in there, they just put in work for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now the nice guy, he doing this mutual
He
come
wants to
see,
make sure
come
that
saw
you're
thing,
pleased
and
and all
like
that.
maybe she ain't really matching the energy, so it ain't fireworks. But with the dude who don't care, he just getting it done for himself.
It's not that I disagree, but at the end of the day, regardless of what it is, that's the whole point of a great chemistry within the bedroom.
Mhm.
It's not necessarily about your skill set. Do not be tricked by the masses. Your skill set a lot of time have nothing to do with it. You could know every kind of pornographic trick made under the sun. Your dingo could be as long as you need it to be. You could be as snatched as you need to be, as they've said, and you still don't click with who you're dealing with. It's about a compatible and a mutual chemistry that you share in the bedroom. Someone else could talk about your bedroom game like trash, and you get with this particular woman, you are heaven sent, and it's not because she lacks experience. It's because she's attracted to you and she wants to be with you.
Correct.
So in any which way you touch her is going to be thrilling.
Correct.
Don't get it twisted. It's about chemistry a lot of times. Skill set has nothing to do with it.
That's
That
it.
can be taught and built.
That's it.
Chemistry is what it is, and attraction. And if you don't have those things,
It's a
then
loss.
cheap, you step out the bedroom one time.
And a
One
lot
time.
of what he said is true. A lot of the guys, when they go and they go harm for themselves.
Yeah.
But even like with me, I pay attention. I want to know what it is that you like, because that makes me last longer. No, I'm serious. Like,
Let me Google last longer.
Last
longer.
Yo, Google longevity.
Give me more paper. We need more paper. Dang on it.
it does. So when I see that you yeah, I like what? Yeah, man. This got
So the sign. That's it.
Michael.
Pettiness. Y'all already knew what's gonna happen today, right? We haven't had one of these in a while, but you know, and a lot of people have been complaining that we're not tackling the issues, and a lot of times, you know, people are saying that, you know, Papa H just said a lot of times women say that, you know, but at the end of the day, they still end up choosing the latter. They say that they want a man that works outside of the bedroom, that is compatible, that is respectful and all of that, and they still will choose the man that does the so-called tricks in the bedroom over a man that is focused other ways.
No. She's gonna keep the man that's focused.
Yeah,
Don't
but
get it twisted.
she's still gonna dip.
Right, but she's still gonna dip.
That's not fair to
it's-
him, though.
No, it's not. But the thing is, people want an imbalance. I think women want a man that is focused outside the bedroom, but they also want a man when he gets inside the bedroom.
He's just as focused.
He's just as focused.
Yeah.
So being
Sorry to interrupt. Can I just say that while you're on that point? I think a lot of people have to understand as well. I think there's a lot of pressure on the man. There's a lot of pressure to perform and to be focused, but you have to be equally focused, ladies. Hello? You have
Speak
to
on
be
it.
equally focused.
Speak on it.
Message.
You have to be equally focused. I think ladies, I mean, I know a lot of ladies that they do one or two things, but they expect to just be there. And they're supposed to be, they're entitled to pleasure. You have to put your work in too. And you have to pay attention to what gives, you know, the reaction between the two of you. You have to do your work in the bedroom too. You just can't sit back, relax, and wait for it to come your way. Just like you gotta put in your work outside the bedroom to make the relationship work. The same thing applies within. So, I mean, a lot of times women complain about it, and unfortunately, like Liberian said, even well, she was talking about her relationship, but truth can be said, if they really examine and look at it, a part of the problem is them as well.
Yeah, and that's why I said, you know, and hey, Liberia, hey, baby. I had to say, you know, you have to give her the respect, because she said, look, I had to do some introspection. And I realized that a lot of the problem was me.
Yeah.
It wasn't him, it was me. And maybe she spoke to him about it. Maybe she apologized for what she did, and she tried to move forward and make changes within herself.
Right.
Now, is it going to be easy? No, because you're already accustomed to those things. But now that you're conscious of it, to make the change is easier. And a lot of people, when it comes to sex, they feel as though a lot of these women who have the good shape, they feel as though that's enough. No, baby. No.
Yeah, you just good to look at.
Thank
yeah,
you.
that's pretty
it.
much.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
And
it.
then you strip it down. There's like,
It'd be like, yeah, exit door left.
seriously, it's actually wind blowing. Like I had
Tumbleweed.
a guy approach the other day, and mind you, dude was fine, look good. Hey, break guy.
Hey, what?
Red guy.
Break
she's a
guy, I
red
got a
guy.
hair because you know.
Oh,
That's,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
But
Respect.
approach looked good. I mean, he was in the whole uniform. You know, a lot of ladies love the uniform. Had that clean cut shape and thing, and then he started talking, and I heard nothing after like the second sentence because it just sounded like belligerent. I like Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. He just wasn't making any sense. So,
To
like
him
I
he was.
said, well, that's good. That might work for Laura and Susie, but I can't deal with that. And
I
it
can
probably
show you.
has.
I
And
was gonna say, I can show you.
I'm
It
sure
does.
it has for a lot of people because they look at it and they see job and they see this and that. But for me, my sex life starts with the stimulation of my mind. And so if you can't do that, then we ain't even get to the other parts of it. I need you to waken something in me. I love a guy with a sense of humor. Those things are sexually stimulating to me. Sexuality and sensuality isn't just about, you know, it's not, you have to incorporate the rest of it. And some people still are
lost.
quite daft to that. And I don't know if this lady is that. I'm not saying that, but sometimes you have to incorporate. So perhaps you haven't given a lot of these men the opportunity to incorporate other aspects of who they are within the bedroom and outside of the bedroom.
Or maybe she's just,
You know, some people have in their mind what good sex is.
I was gonna say maybe she's just fixated on what her belief.
What is good sex? A lot of women believe that if a man goes slow and he takes his time, he ain't about nothing. They like to be smacked on the behind and
That's what I'm
this
talking about.
rough kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It depends on what you view. I can't deal with D right now. It depends on what your thing of good sex is. A lot of people, some people will tell
It's a
you that
mixture of
stuff
both.
that worked well for them when they were of a certain age, and as they get older and they understand a little bit more about sex and their sex life, then the slower, the faster, a lot of the incorporating everything works well.
For me, I find that all of it works. Like there are sometimes when you can just want the quick, rough, whatever. But then during a nice session, you just have to balance it out, mix it up, do the rough, do the spanking of the behind, do the.
He sound like
Listen to me.
a therapy. He sound like it's a therapy during the session.
Once the female shows as much interest in it.
So it's give and take.
Not all the time, because a lot of times people themselves don't know what turns them on because they've never experienced it.
So it's exploration.
So it's exploration. If you're a person who's a little bit more experienced,
you could do exploration with interest. I mean,
yeah,
ain't nothing worse than a woman that just
there.
Well, you mean like that?
Right.
Oh, no, that ain't gonna work.
We just finished talking about it. But to them, like Dee said, if their figure's right, the face looks good, and if they've been told, don't let them been told before
That was the best.
that this is the ill nana. Then
But I can embrace it, but
they just, I could never see this menu.
I've had to do it
We'll
before.
fight. Well, I don't. Well, anyhow.
I've had to do it before.
we'll talk about that off film.
No, I've done it before. I have a
I'm
woman tell
just
me
saying.
that. Oh, they tell me this the best. I say because they never had better. I have. So
Today
Anyway,
on Love
yeah,
Jones,
yeah.
we've been discussing 431. I can need that, please, because do you have me having issues and situations?
no.
And interestingly enough, that's the next question that came in.
Mm-hmm.
431-8497-812-1787. Man, time is really going really quickly. Lazy partners in the bedroom.
Get rid of them.
Wait,
That's it. That's my advice.
Why indulge in a simplistic missionary life when there's so much more to offer? Interestingly enough, Solid and I touched on this particular topic matter yesterday, and I asked the question: why is the focus so much on
Missionary?
anything but like every other position, or like it has to be this thing of swinging from the chandeliers to say that you have a good sex life? If you orgasm multiple times in missionary position, does it matter? Does it matter?
Who said that one in my woman?
Does it matter?
Bing, Michael, we get that
That's
one.
a light wife. But the two of y'all that's a light wife.
But it's true though.
No, but okay. Why I'm saying this is this. For me, missionary is a very intimate position. Very intimate. For me.
I think all positions.
No, all positions ain't intimate. Some positions just for punishment.
Anyway,
but missionary for me is a very intimate position. So I enjoy missionary position.
It can be if you understand the intimacy of it. That's the key
That's
word
true.
that you said there. Intimate and intimacy. A lot of people don't get it. To them, it's like, oh, you're looking in my face.
Right. Why are you looking at me? It's like,
and I'm gonna look over here.
Right.
But people are missing an opportunity with that. As far as that particular position is, when you click in with someone and you eye to eye,
that's what's happening.
face to face,
body to body,
body to body.
My God,
hands to hands, and ain't nothing is not available to you. The lips, the ears, the eyes, nose, everything is readily available to you like a buffet. I don't see the problem.
And I like to eat.
Curry?
Yes.
Curry chicken. What we ordering for Solid? What's for lunch?
I forget it was Friday. My apologies. Start now. Oh, God.
Good.
What the Bible verse says for today?
Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy
It was. Jesus.
Is that a problem that can be solved?
What?
When there's a lazy lover, is it that we see it as lazy, or sometimes people just they don't know what to do? Is that
I think a lot of the time, sorry to cut you off, I think a lot of the time it's just the comfortability. A lot of times it is.
Yeah. Elaborate. What you mean by that? Because I don't think
especially
a lot of
relationships, especially with relationships that have been existing, where a lot of times, most times relationships start off hot, spicy, sexy, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then you get comfortable,
relaxed.
You get relaxed. Then there's tension that builds up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, because of that tension, because of that relax, because of that comfortability, sex isn't as exciting as it used to be.
Probably.
And I think that's what happens, especially in married couples or relationships that have been together for a while.
But people trick you into that. I mean, I believe that with comfort can come a fantastic level of the things that you can experience together, but sometimes it's just that. I mean, it don't always have to be, you just kind of tumble in bed, no lingerie, you just get in with raggedy pants and thing. That don't have nothing to do with nothing.
No.
Still can make it do what it do.
Yeah,
I mean, people paint this picture of you've been together, so you got to jump through all these hoops to keep it spicy. Sometimes keeping it spicy is just being in tune with what pleases each other.
Yep.
Sometimes you don't need all these extra stuff.
But a lot of times the in tune has been lost.
True too.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Well,
that's what I'm saying. The in tune is because of fights, because of whatever, because of finances,
most of the time.
No, it's just
sometimes it is
life.
that, and then other times when life happens. And you hear married couples will say it went from 5, 6, 7, 8 times a month, and it's dwindled down to maybe once, twice.
5, 6, 7, 8 times a month. Anyway, go on.
Hashtag married life.
Not me. I get locked up.
You're reach yet. You're married yet.
Yeah, they say. Because they're trying to pass the marital rape wife. That's mine.
I keep asking for more paper, and nobody giving it to me.
Registered on like a sense of
That's solid. He's sleeping on the game, man. I don't know what's going on. He's sleeping on the game. I don't know what's going on yet.
Because I see the thing is this. If a woman wants sex from her husband and he turns her down, she is all up in arms. But she feels okay to turn him down whenever she feels like.
Amen. Speak on it.
That's not you. You can't do that.
I with the guys on this.
You can't do that. But then when he goes out, and if he goes out, I'm not advocating that. But if he then goes out and gets to somewhere else, then you still up in arms. So what you want the man to do?
We've talked about this, and I've already said openly that I believe in, but see, it's okay to say, and then people get caught up in their feelings. I've said already, when you sign up for certain things, such as when you boyfriend, girlfriend, and you don't feel like it, that's fine. Okay, thanks. I'll go home.
Yeah.
Understand? And do the cold shower thing. It's not a problem. But now when you submit to husband and wife and the proclivities that come along with that, at the end of the day, whether you're angry, whether you're upset, whether you're mad, whether this bill paid or that didn't pay, or the child went to bed, or you didn't do whatever, that has nothing to. There's a need that has to be fulfilled, and that is a part of what your duty is. Sorry, and I'm sorry if people think that's still caveman, but I just think that's what it is. And the one thing that I don't agree with though is saying that if it's withheld, then now you're within your right to say. I'm not saying, but there will be people, and you and I both know there'll be people that hear that.
Say it again, because
and they'll say, "No, I know that's not what you're saying."
Justifiable infidelity.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh,
there'll be people that say that.
Oh.
But then, if we can do that, then say it. It ain't good no more either. That's why I dipping out,
right.
or so many other things. You don't get to justify.
No.
If you're gonna do it, just say you're doing it and you know it's wrong, but don't look for justifications of why you're seeking Susan outside your bedroom.
That to me is a problem.
But one of the ways to avoid that, obviously, is render unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar.
Speak on it. Yeah.
I just say
message.
Yeah.
with the Rachel shades on.
Right. I don't have to see this. I don't have to see it. Listen, the phone keep dinging. Y'all hearing it? But we are just at that point where we're out of time. So before we cut for the day, I will ask each one of you as men, what is the one thing that you'd like to put out there to the listening public as to whatever the issues are that we've talked about today? What's that one little piece of advice that you'd want to leave as your nugget for the day? Don't all go at once.
That's what I trying to figure out. I didn't even need to link on this.
Okay, no. My advice would be to get and stay in tune with your mate. Don't lose that, because like Mike said earlier in the show, that is where when you start to lose that in tuneness, if that's a word, with your mate, you start to lose your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start to lose your relationship, then problems start to happen, things start to creep in that don't need to be there. So stay like the same thing with Iberian girl. Every so often do an introspection of self
evaluation
and talk to your mate and ask them, hey, well, how do you feel about these things I'm doing, and da-da-da-da. Because the person that you're with is actually the person that you should be more concerned. You should be comfortable with yourself first and foremost, but that's the person that you should be more interested in keeping happy. And so keep and stay in tune, do your self introspection, and speak and talk to your mate.
Communication. Mike?
All right. I just want to, piggyback off what Dee's saying, firstly, I want to thank everybody that wrote in. That's been calling, and we definitely appreciate it. It gives us some stuff to talk about and even joke about, but it's serious stuff, because it's ultimately it's all about our happiness. I just want to encourage people to, you talk about communication and talk about being in tune. And, sometimes we take so long, we let things drag on, and then ultimately we're not happy. I just want people to stay on top of their happiness. If you need to talk to somebody, and it's in your relationship, do that. You need to express your feelings, do that. So, I just want to encourage people to take charge of your happiness and do what you got to do. Don't wait till you feel, or you wait till you think it's too late to do something about it.
Because most of the time, once you feel that, it probably has gotten to that place. Solid.
Back to the blessed brother from earlier.
With the Empress.
With the Empress, the cock guy, the Empress. Like, I feel if you leave her alone over that, you're gonna realize that you don't care that much in the long run. So count your blessing, you got them, and look in every direction like she is.
Boy, you just had to Petty bus. Boop, boop. We have arrived at Bettyville. Please go into your condos towards the left.
My boy was doing so good.
I was like, he's really winning. And then he did that. Yeah.
But I am being sincere.
I know.
That's the
sad part about it. Yeah. But I feel the same way. As far as I'm concerned, true too. Beauty has to go more than skin deep. And until we make that more than just a statement and something that we really truly believe in and we live, we'll be no further and no better than we are today. So if what you say is really what it is that you mean, that she's a beautiful person in every other regard, then let that be the only regards in which you see her in. And if you can accept her and you like her and you love her in that way, then everyone else will fall in line, because it doesn't matter because they're not with her. And that's what it boils down to. Everyone else will have to fall in line, because at the end of the day, it's just you two. They don't live with her. They don't have to be with her. They don't have to shop with her. They don't have to sleep with her. They don't even have to see her. So it has to be more about what you see and what you choose to be with, have with, and celebrate in every mate, because none of us are perfect. Whether that's beauty in or beauty out, none of us have attained perfection, nor will we ever. And we are searching for someone to love us, want to be with us, and find us attractive despite all of those flaws. So we cannot seek what it is that we don't want to be within ourselves. So if you're seeking someone to love you for your flaws, then you too must love someone for theirs.
I feel it don't have to be awkward. You can make jokes about it, and it'll be a fun thing.
Yeah, it's fine. And the more comfortable you become with it, the more secure she'll be, and so will everybody else. Not that that will matter, but it will be. But it has been, it's been a pleasure. It's been jokes, but it has been, a bit of seriousness as well. And I hope that we introduced to you some thought-provoking conversation and you enjoy it as we always do. We'll be back with you on Monday with more great conversation so that you have a better and more inept enjoyment of relationships, on how to build yourself as well as the others that you're with, so that you don't have to be jonesing for love anymore. Solid. Thanks for making sure the game is tight on that side. Magic Mike as well as Brother D. Oh, we gonna see us. Y'all can watch us a little bit later on. We gonna take this cooking class to keep it real sexy at the Gourmet Lunchbox a little bit later on. Yeah, so I don't know about me. I go for my Michelin star. I already jam in the kitchen. These two.
I can't.
We can see. Yeah, you can. Who can boil noodles? Which one of
I
y'all?
can boil noodles.
It's you can toast birthday.
Watch out, girl.
So we're going to be live on Facebook a little bit later on, probably around 4:30 or so. We're going to be live at the Gourmet Lunchbox, and we're going to be taking a cooking class, Love Jones crew. And make sure you either come on down or join us via Facebook and see what the buzz is all about at the Gourmet Lunchbox. Shirley Street, right there in the Island Plaza. Keep it where you got it. The Midday Flex continues as we wrap up Love Jones on the best mix of R&B music, home of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. We're Global 99.5.
Wiggly!
Global 99.5 FM reminds our listeners that the views and opinions expressed on this show are those of